It's about that time when kids are going to start going off to college, and a lot of them, they'll live in dorms with close quarters. And as KENS 5's Jeremy Baker reports, living in that kind of environment makes illnesses spread more easily, especially when it comes to meningitis.
There are two kinds of meningitis, viral and bacterial. The second, bacterial, is much harder for both the body and antibiotics to fight. So the long-term complications and risk of death is much higher.
Like most teenagers, felt like I was, 10 feet tall and bulletproof. And then I got sick with what I thought was probably the flu or something.
John Grimes was 19 years old and a sophomore in college. His illness was not as mild as he thought. It was bacterial meningitis.
I woke up 8 days later in the hospital, blind, disoriented, and more than just a little lucky to be alive.
And the bacteria that spreads meningitis can be contracted through common behaviors. So kissing, coughing, sharing drinks, utensils.
The World Health Organization says common symptoms of meningitis include fever, neck stiffness, confusion or altered mental status, a headache, sensitivity to light, nausea, and vomiting.
We always recommend talking to your physician about what your risk factors are, and even if you're eligible for those vaccinations.
The National Meningitis Foundation says up to 1,000 people in the U.S. contract meningitis every year. About 1 in 6 people die from the disease. Of those who survive, 1 in 5 live with permanent disabilities, and 1 in 5 teens have not received the meningitis vaccine.
Grimes says to avoid permanent disability, get the vaccine.
I had not been vaccinated for meningitis, which is why I'm so passionate about trying to spread awareness so things like this don't happen to other people.
For more information about meningitis and the meningitis vaccine, we have the links with this story on KENS5.com. Jeremy Baker, KENS 5.